place. But on the field, we've got Mr. Numbers, Pythagoras Jackson, Super Duper Bam for the Toucans, then Fjord, Suicide Squeeze, and the Instigant in orange for Polar Ice. Already off to a quick start, off the kickoff. Mr. Numbers, our goal scorer extraordinaire, looking for a drag there off the wall. Pythagoras Jackson keep it in, will be saved away by Instigant. Fjord, nice play off the wall there, keep this one moving downfield. Instigant with a shot, trying to find the top left corner, just off. Suicide Squeeze finds the post again. Fjord looking for one more. It'll be wide. Already seen a lot of offense come out between these guys, especially on this Polar Ice side.
Polar Ice definitely taking some good passes and nice plays working out. They're definitely working really good together so far. We're not even a minute into this match.
The speed will be a big thing tonight. Challengers, our first matchup, and it's followed up by Elite, so we're only going to see the level of play go up as these matches go on, and hopefully as we see this match itself go on, these teams will get more comfortable with each other and they'll start to stretch out a little bit. There's a pass mid from Mr. Numbers, wasn't able to find a teammate, so it's going to go the other way. Suicide Squeeze bangs that one downfield, will be stopped by Pythagoras Jags at the goal line. Pass middle from Fjord again. He's going to go all the way across the face of the goal. Suicide Squeeze turns it back, saved away by Mr. Numbers in the middle of the field. Back and forth, we've seen both teams take a little bit of possession, but it's definitely been heavy in favor of Polar Ice so far. Fjord putting this in the middle. Instigant's going to try to drop it down off the backboard out of the inside of the post. Trying to take that one off of the back wall a lot style and drop it in just a little bit off target. But lots of great offense from the Polar Ice so far. No shots for Toucans and 3 on the board for Polar Ice. Polar Ice have definitely been in the attacking position, and just like that, Fjord is going to take the first goal.
Polar Ice definitely keeping the pressure up and keeping it in the Toucan zone was great. Toucans getting really good rotations. They were like a well-oiled clock there for a while, but obviously it just fell apart right there, and that led to the first goal.
Just not quite quick enough on those rotations. They are looking nice. We're not seeing a whole lot of double commits, which is what we expect. Here's an open goal off the kickoff. Stretching out for the save is Pythagoras Jags, keeping this one at a 1-goal game. Fjord's going to keep it in the blue half. Super Duper Bam looking to collect this one, take his time, but it'll be taken away by Fjord. Backed up by Mr. Numbers. Super Duper Bam's going to keep this one going into the middle of the field. Nobody on his team is going to be able to go up for it. A little bit of a double commit there from Polar Ice, but still looking like a good offensive opportunity off the outside of the post and saved away by Pythagoras Jags. Good defensive stand there to alleviate some pressure. Pythagoras Jags with an opportunity downfield to start a counterattack. Looks like he might be out of boost, so only so much he can do. Super Duper Bam is going to retreat back here, save that shot from Suicide Squeeze, collect the boost, and look to start something on the way up. Good 50 is going to keep this moving into the orange half. Toucans have to find some offense.
They definitely do here. They're starting to run out of time as we get to the halfway point here. Mr. Numbers from his own end trying to get something going towards the midfield. Fjord's there to take it back the other way. Pythagoras Jags is there to make it clear towards the sidewall. The Instigant gets towards the other side now. Super looking to get a nice play. Gets a nice pop towards the center. Off the backboard. Instigant's not there. Pythagoras Jags is. It scores. We have a tie game.
Bounce shot gets them every time. Pythagoras Jags managing to find the center of the field. Instigant almost having that clear off the back, and a great bump on the goal line. I think that was Super Duper Bam across on Fjord, opening that one wide up for Pythagoras Jags to bounce it home. Tied at 1, 2 minutes left. A great first game here between these two teams. Fjord already looking to start something up, get that goal right back. Instigant's going to keep it in, but only as far as Super Duper Bam. Looking for one more pass to the middle. Mr. Numbers looking, and it'll be saved away by Fjord. Instigant's got a little bit of time and space, pinches this one high off the ceiling. Fjord is on the receipt of that pass, but it's going to bounce into the blue half. Kind of lame duck. Super Duper Bam's going to take it the other way. Pounded back into the blue half by the Instigant off the backboard. Pythagoras Jags is there to clean it up. Backing up his teammate, looking for the mid boost. Has to give the ball away, and he's going to circle back behind his team.
Fjord gets a nice center pass. Suicide Squeeze was there, but the blue team get it out of their crease. Pythagoras Jags off the wall now. Gets a nice carry towards the center. Fjord's up, and so is Super, but Fjord gets the win. Numbers from the midpoint. Gets a nice clear to the corner, but Super isn't there. Numbers is there again. It goes off the backboard, but there's Pythagoras Jags gets bumped by Fjord as it works over to the orange wall now. Fjord from the midpoint gets a nice clear towards the center, but it's off the right post.
Definitely a lot of good defensive rotations coming out here from the Toucans. I don't think we've seen a single double commit from them. They've gotten beat on some speed a couple times, and it's only bitten them once, but they've been really good with their positioning. Their communication seems to be very strong. and everybody knows where their teammates are at, which is something that you want to see at these higher levels. A nice touch from the Instigant there, getting it around, crashing Mr. Numbers. Opportunity for Suicide Squeeze will be stopped away by Pythagor-Jag. Super Duper Bam's going to take this one up to the sidewall. He's got a chance to put it middle. Here's Mr. Numbers backing off. Suicide Squeeze is going to beat him to that one, dead to rights. Pythagor-Jags will clear that one away. Backside demo by Super Duper Bam's going to open up an opportunity for a counterattack. Got to read this one off the side. He almost gets on top of it to put it in the goal. It's just a little bit wide. Pythagor-Jags no boost, just trying to find the middle of the field. Fjord clearing it away. Pythagor-Jags is going to get out of the way here. Super Duper Bam's going to have last man. Opportunity for the Instigant with 10 seconds left. Fjord's going to rip that one in from the left side, and the 2-1 now polarized with 7 seconds left.
Both these teams have been making great rotations and positioning. The Polar Ice have been always right there where they need to be to get the good play going back the other way. And as we can see, that gets them on the board with 2 goals with only 7 seconds left.
It has definitely been a hard-fought game one. No real dominant team coming out here through this one, but it's looking like Polar Ice will take the first one. Scoreline of 2-1, led by 2 goals from their goal scorer extraordinaire, Fjord. It has been definitely back and forth, and it took the Toucans a long time to get their offense going, and even with the goal on the board, they only get credited with 1 shot.
Toucans, they don't really have to change that much. Maybe a little bit more pressure in this next game could do them some good, but like we said, both teams have been rotating and positioning themselves fabulously so far. This entire match and all 4 games are going to clearly be a battle of just positioning.
Yeah, I think if Toucans can find themselves up a little bit more aggressively and they can keep that possession up in the orange half of the field a little bit more, we're going to see them be in a better spot to take game 2, but they definitely need to get more shots on the board. Seeing, the scores across the 2 teams very consistent, pretty even neck and neck, but when you've got 10 shots for the Polar Ice to 1 shot for the Toucans, I'm not surprised looking at the stats that Polar Ice took this one.
Obviously, with those 10 shots, you really just have to figure out what can the Toucans do. They obviously, like we've been repeating back and forth, it's just all about positioning right now. Who can make the better positioning and make their good play on the ball? That's all it's going to be this match.
It is definitely looking like it's going to be a good matchup, hoping that we can see both teams continue to keep up that positioning and that pressure. No substitutions here in game 2. We're going to see the same 6 guys on the field. So underway we go. Pythagor-Jags and Suicide Squeeze at the kickoff. Fjord's going to get first crack at this one. Shot on frame, dropping it in under the crossbar. 4 seconds left, and Fjord's got 3 goals in 2 games.
Fjord coming out to put his team on his back, just like the stats have been saying. He is clearly on it and is ready to do some damage today.
Right from the first kickoff, up first, banging that one home, no doubter into the back of the net. Another opportunity off the kickoff here for Polar Ice. Suicide Squeeze going to put this one middle. Double commit on offense there is going to lead to a counterattack opportunity for Pythagor-Jags and the Toucans. No boost again for Pythagor-Jags, so just leaving it there, trying to get it to the middle. Super Duper Bam's going to take this one as far as Fjord, but it'll be played up into the corner. Faked out there was Mr. Numbers. Pythagor-Jags is going to put it off the back wall. Instigant with a fantastic clear there to put it back down into the blue end. Super Duper Bam's taking his time, letting his team rotate behind him, but maybe a little bit too much time. Somebody's going to crash this ball. Mr. Numbers will be there to take that one away from Fjord, who has no boost, looking to pick up some pads on his way out. Pythagor-Jags pre-flip, trying to get this one around the defense. Fjord is going to take it away. Mr. Numbers, a great 50 there, taking it away. Another dunk, and it's straight in. Mr. Numbers dunking that one straight home, Mutombo style. No chance here for Suicide Squeeze.
Obviously, that's our goal of the match so far, as Numbers putting his name on the board as we have a tie game with only a minute not even gone by so far.
Back and forth already. We're seeing the Toucans with a little bit more pressure, and they're holding Polar Ice to a little bit less of that offensive onslaught that they had in game 1. Another great dunk from Mr. Numbers there. His 50s have been on point. He's going to have an opportunity to put this one mid. Pythagor-Jags not able to reach quite far enough to put that one in. Slow down the rotation here. Super Duper Bam in with another one. Pythagor-Jags finally has some boost. He's waiting, but Suicide Squeeze will take that one away. Mr. Numbers is going to put this one off the backboard. Instigant with another great backboard clear. We've seen him make a couple of those so far. His Suicide Squeeze is going to bang this one back down. Super Duper Bam will collect in on the back wall. Can't get it around the Instigant. It's going to be close off the outside of the post. Pythagoras a huge save on Fjord, keeping this game tied at 1 apiece.
Toucans were getting the right idea a couple plays ago. The Polar Ice are being, the Polar Ice are having the same great positioning and rotations as the Toucans are, and the Toucans were clearly trying to get some demos in. And I think that if they finally connect with those demos, they can get some good goals coming in. As Pythagoras works from his corner towards the center, but Fjord's there to block him. Bounces off the corner wall. Super makes a miss. Fjord taps it towards the center, but Numbers is there to make the save.
More of that great rotation there. Mr. Numbers in the perfect spot to back up his teammate if something goes wrong. Pythagoras is going to bang this one away. I think if Toucans can find a little bit more possession instead of just banging the ball away every time they get a chance to take the ball downfield, they will find a little bit more success. We've seen Pythagoras downfield without boost a lot, and that's just a consequence of just giving the ball away over and over again. A huge save there from Pythagoras is going to keep this at 1. Mr. Numbers, first man here, waiting for this one to bounce down. Somebody's got to come out and pressure this one. Suicide Squeeze with the flick, but Pythagoras is there to take it away. Into the corner, dunked by Mr. Numbers. Instigant still looking to try to stay with this one, get it back mid, but he's going to bail out. Fjord is with it. Mr. Numbers on the backboard, getting tripped up by Fjord a little bit. Suicide Squeeze, really trying to pressure that one in. Fjord is going to demo Mr. Numbers on his way out. Another huge 50. This is going to be dangerous for Mr. Numbers. He's got to find a touch. He'll get it. Super Duper Bam is there to keep it moving into the corner. Nice boost steal there from Fjord, but it's going to be an open field down towards the orange end. Pythagoras couldn't get on that one for a boomer. Another huge dunk from Mr. Numbers. Almost another second dunk goal from Mr. Numbers, but it'll be saved by Fjord and demoed for his troubles there. Returned back to his own end.
Pythagoras with a nice center off the backboard, but doesn't get it past Suicide Squeeze. Numbers tries to go off the backboard as well. It almost gets through, but the Instigant's there to work it towards the corner. Super works it towards the other side as Suicide tries to take it towards the midfield. Gets it past 1. Numbers is there to say no as it still works in the midfield. Suicide tries to take it away, but Fjord's there to get a nice clear towards the midfield.
It has been back and forth, very considerably more even this game than last one. Toucans have found their offensive stride a little bit more. We saw them with that passage, 2 or 3 shots coming out. Not able to find the back of the net, but there's still a lot more opportunities for them this game too than we saw in game 1. Still tied at 1 apiece. Fjord trying to get that one past Mr. Numbers, but standing up strong there. He got a demo on the way out before rotating out. Fjord did, and here's a pass middle of the Pythagoras, saved away by the Instigant. Defensive brick wall this game number 2 has been the Instigant. He's found a lot of backboard clears, really been critical for his team in the defensive end. Huge demo there from Super Duper Bam on the wave dash off the wall. Suicide Squeeze going to try to drop this one middle. Instigant is there to receive it, but doesn't quite hit it cleanly enough. It'll be cleared away by Mr. Numbers. Fjord taking his time, giving it straight to Mr. Numbers. Suicide Squeeze has to make a massive save for the Savior medal. Super Duper Bam not able to connect on that one. Pythagoras is going to have an opportunity. A huge bump there. Fjord's going to scramble. It's going to go in. Pythagoras puts his team up by 2 with 5 seconds left.
Fjord making an accidental mistake here. Tries to get it, but just gets bumped by Super and was not able to get back in time and accidentally puts it in his own net.
Fantastic bump on the rotation out by Super Duper Bam, just disrupting the defense just enough to cause that error. And now 5 seconds, all the Toucans have to hold on for to take this game too. Pythagoras is going to take this one up the wall, trying to drop it down away from the other team. Fjord's going to catch it and it's going to drop Toucans, bounce back and take game 2.
What a game this was, and I can't stop going back to it. I mean, these teams are positioning themselves and rotating amazingly, and we are getting a great matchup so far. Obviously, the team splitting both game 1 and 2, so these next 2 matches are definitely going to be a surprise.
It has been fantastic. Pythagoras finding that last one, maybe a little bit of luck, but also Super Duper Bam just sweeping the goal line on his way out, causing that defensive mistake and opening it up for Pythagoras. A huge effort on defense from both sides, and finally the Toucans finding themselves on the board with some shots. We're having a substitution out here. Suicide Squeeze is going to be swapping for Frink. I'm gonna struggle with that one, but I'll try my best. And we're gonna get going into game 3 here. Since this is not a best of series, we'll see all 4 games played. We don't have to worry about anything like that. So we get to see 2 more guaranteed from these 2 teams. It's been a great 2 matches so far, or a great 2 games so far, and hoping to see them continue to tighten their rotations up and tighten their pressure up here in game 3.
As our games get set to be underway yet again, only the one substitution coming in. I believe it's Frink, but we don't know. As our
Frink.
teams get set here on the pitch, we are set for game number 3.
Finally getting a rotation in. Everybody on Polar Ice seeing the field at least a little bit here. Toucans are going to keep their same squad. I can't blame them. You win a game, it doesn't make any sense to rotate somebody out. Keep that squad, keep that chemistry. Pythagoras trying to get that one back to the middle, but it'll be demoed. Fjord almost connecting on that one. He would have ripped that one in from the right side. Mr. Numbers not able to find that one. A bounce shot from the instant is going to be high off the crossbar. Fjord trying to drop it down, but it'll be saved away by Pythagoras. Super duper Bam there to back him up as well. 2 saves very quickly for the Toucans. A whiff from the instant almost opened that one up, but Frink was there to put it away. The Fjord looking for a double tap. It'll be past him. Not enough boost to get back to it. Air roll shot. Saved away by the combination of Super Duper Bam and Pythagoras. Freak gonna try to put this off the crossbar over the instant. Fjord bending it in, and a little drop. Fjord again, the only goal scorer I believe so far for the Polar Ice. He finds one more.
Polar Ice just putting their foot on the gas so far. Not even a minute in, and they already have a goal yet again. It seems like we always have a goal at least in the first minute, but Toucans definitely keeping their cool there, but just weren't able to make that save.
Mr. Numbers is going to get that one past one. He's not going to be able to get it on frame, so it'll just drop to Frink, who will put it away. Pythagoras up quickly, looking for one more touch. He'll have it. Not over the instant, though. He's not going to be able to steal that boost either. Pythagoras in a bad spot on the way out here. Super Duper Bam will back him up, clear that one away. Still with it as well. Can't get it past Frink, but it's going to drop to Mr. Numbers off the backboard. A nice read there from the instant to clear the danger. Tap on pass there from Frink to the instant, but it'll be cleared away by the defense. Fjord puts that one over the corner. A nice pass to the instant. Super Duper Bam will have this one on the back wall, giving the possession away. Dangerous opportunity for Fjord here. Mr. Numbers with a huge save, taking away the goal from Fjord. A ripper from the instant off the bounce, and 2-0 now for Polar Ice.
Toucans trying to set up a defensive line, but could not get it to work as Super gets the rotation back, but slides just a bit too far, and the instinct is able to put it right of him.
Already, the Polar Ice have looked like a different team offensively here. They've been a lot quicker this game. Fjord might have another one, but Mr. Numbers, a great pinch save off the ground. Frink was there to keep it in that blue half. Double commit off the backboard, but the pinch is going to work out in favor of the Toucans. Another opportunity here. The instant trying to get that one middle around Super Duper Bam, but it'll fall to Pythagoras. Frink keeping this one in the orange half of Mr. Numbers, trying to get it into the center of the field. Here's an opportunity for Super Duper Bam to Pythagoras. Back to Super Duper Bam. Not quite able to get it on frame. Mr. Numbers is going to have a whiff, but Pythagoras will keep it in. Frink is going to catch, looking for the flick. No boost, still with it. Demoed by Mr. Numbers will cut that attack out. Super Duper Bam can't get it around the instant. It's going to bounce dangerously. Saved away by Pythagoras. Fjord was threatening on that one. The bounce shot, Mr. Numbers up to the task, saves it away. No shots on the board for the Toucans so far. They have been pinned in all game. Super Duper Bam clears that one out. The instant keeps it in. Great pressure from Polar Ice so far, and the Toucans have had no answer.
Polar Ice are making some very nice plays here. They're making good passes and trying to keep their positions intact. And clearly it's working out for them so far, as Toucans cannot seem to get anything going towards the net. Fjord now
They've had
to get
it close. They've had a bunch of great opportunities, and they seem to keep getting caught in positions where they don't have enough boost to finish their plays. Opportunity there from Pythagoras and Mr. Numbers, just taking their time, not rushing their way out. Super Duper Bam clears that one away. Huge boomer there, stopped by Fjord. A nice play. Mr. Numbers in an awkward spot here. He's backwards. He'll have the touch. Not the safest touch though. Frink there, maybe faking the aerial. Maybe it was a silver flip. Who will know? Not really important either way. Super Duper Bam trying to get that one in the center. Great defense by Jags. The bounce shot stopped by the Instigant. That one kind of rubber banded on my screen. I have no clue what actually happened to that shot. Jags keeping this one in. Mr. Numbers trying to bend it in from the right side. Jags with a huge dunk off the crossbar. Super duper bam. Stopped by Fjord on the goal line. 5 saves. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Mr. Numbers has 5 saves on the blue end. He might have to make another one here. Pyth and Super duper bam stopping that one together. Only a minute left on the clock, and Toucans have to change something if they want to have a chance to come back in this game 3.
Slight double commit here as Pythagoras doesn't get a good touch, but Freenik gets the center towards the midfield. And Super takes it over, has a free net, but Freenik is there to work it towards his own corner. Numbers gets a nice pop towards the backboard. Freenik's there to send it towards his corner, as Numbers and Pyth are both there. Pyth gets the center towards Super, who works it towards the backboard. Instigant's there to work it towards his own corner.
Instigant has been flawless defensively. Here's an opportunity from Mr. Numbers off the backboard, just a little bit high. And now we're seeing the rotations get gummed up a little bit from the Toucans. All 3 rotating on ball. Saved away by Super Duper Bam there. We've had 10 saves from the Toucans. They've done a really good job of at least stemming the bleeding here, but 15 shots for Polar Ice is just that they're shooting unabated. They've got full reign of the offensive half. Frankie's going to have an opportunity here. 15 seconds left here in game 3. A little bit of a double commit, but Fjord is there. They're up by 2. What is the loss in not going for it? There was an opportunity on a wide open goal there from Super Duper Bam. He just couldn't put it on. Trying to find a pride goal here in the waning seconds of game 3 are the Toucans. Maybe one more opportunity, but it will bounce. Polar Ice again bounce back. We've seen them trade game 3 to the orange team.
Polar Ice coming out swinging this match. 15 shots in 5 minutes against the Toucans. Toucans making 11 saves. Some shots not getting saved, but definitely Polar Ice had the advantage, had the pressure, and had the momentum this entire match, and it clearly shows on our scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, only 2 shots from the Toucans weren't saved, and obviously they didn't go in, so they're just off frame. Polar Ice dominating that one. Scoreline only says 2-0, but that one was all Polar Ice for all 5 minutes. Toucans not looking like they're going to make a lineup switch, so they're going to take the same squad into game 4. We've seen all 4 of them on the field for all 4 games. Polar Ice also looking like they're going to stick with this one as they should after a win, but a very even, balanced attack from the Polar Ice. We're seeing, all 3 players in that mid 300 point range. And then on the Toucan side, Mr. Numbers really showing out on defense, but it's just not enough to stem the bleeding of 15 shots on goal. I keep having to add that together. It's not a good thing. But here we are, game 4. We're going to see one more from these guys. Toucans are going to try to split this series 2-2. I believe both teams were right around 500 from what I remember of seeing the team. So every win counts. I mean, coming down to the end of the season in about a month or so, you could be 1 game out, 1 game in. So every game win counts, and the Toucans are going to want to split this series anyways. So going to have to see if they can put it together.
Both teams almost came into this match with an even 500 record. So clearly they were going to be almost one and the same here, as we are almost seeing that. But Polar Ice clearly coming off game 3 with the momentum, and let's see what they can do with this match.
Looking already like a strong start for the Polar Ice. A little bit of a chip in the middle of the field there, but both teammates waiting for the Toucans. Mr. Numbers up on the backboard, not needing to make a touch, but taking that one out of the middle of the field would have been a better opportunity. A shot from Frank is going to go out of the corner of the goal and not in. And Fjord's going to bend this one middle, Instigant up, trying to shoot, but stopped by Mr. Numbers. Another big 50 from him. Looking for a shot opportunity here is Super Duper Bam. He's got some boost, trying to get it to the middle, can't find it. Fjord will have 10. Have the ball taken away from him by Jags. A rare misrotation from Mr. Numbers is going to lead to a goal for Polar Ice. The Instigant finally scores one, and 1-0 within the first minute again for the Polar Ice.
As you said, Toucans just accidentally caught out of position for pretty much, as you said, the first time we've seen in this entire match.
They definitely have been solid on the defensive end, but eventually something's got to give. They're trying to throw a little bit more forward since they haven't been able to find that offense. Here's Super Duper Bam committing his last man. He gets the 50 to keep it in. Needed to do that. A bounce shot from Jags is going to be high and wide. Super Duper Bam turns, trying to keep it in. He's got 7 boosts, looking for a bump. It's saved away by Fjord. Mr. Numbers is going to drive this one on frame. He finds the back of the net, and the Toucans tie it up very quickly.
Toucans once again getting the tying goal very early in this match. We know how all three have ended, but how can they come up with something to win this match to even it out?
Pythagoras had a massive bump there to open that one up, taking the defender out of the equation and finding the back of the goal for his teammate, just opening that path wide open. Another great pass attempt from Pythagoras, looking for another bump. A double commit up, though, from Super Duper Bam and Mr. Numbers is going to make this one a little hairy. Instant's going to have the clear. Super Duper Bam has rotated all the way back. Pythagoras and Numbers are both going back to meet him. Super Duper Bam's got the boost. He has the clear. Pass to the middle from Frink, trying to find Fjord, and it's going to bite them in the rear. Toucans take advantage of the rotational mistake the other way and take the lead.
Rotations seemingly falling apart here in game number 4. These teams need to get that back in order if they want to get something going for either side.
They have definitely looked a little bit shakier here in game 4. Mr. Numbers, 2 goals to his name now in this game number 4. Frank is going to try to get this one center. Not able to find the handle on the pass. Mr. Numbers will take that one around Fjord. He's got a 1 to beat here, and he gets it over the instant. Mr. Numbers with the hat trick. 3 goals to 1 for the Toucans.
Both players that we told you to watch tonight have been coming out swinging this match. Fjord on one end, getting lots of goals, and Numbers on the other, scoring a hat trick in the last game, putting his team up by 2 with only 3 minutes left to go.
The biggest lead that we've seen for the Toucans so far. They've got a 2-goal lead. Some people say that is the most dangerous lead to have in sports, so they're going to try to find one more. They don't want to get complacent in their rotations here with this lead. Still a lot of time left here in game 4. Opportunity for Fjord is going to be 50'd high. Pythagoras has the clear. He's going to stay with it. Frank will be first there. Super Duper Bam on the backboard around 1, keeping with it. Putting it downfield. He's got a little bit of time and space, passing in middle to Pythagoras with a shot, tucking it under the crossbar. What a play from the Toucans. 3 goals up now.
Polar Ice. They seemingly spread each other out and have been not very close to each other this entire match. And as you can see on the scoreboard, it's been costing them a lot. They got to get something going if they want to take this game back.
Pythagoras doing a fantastic job of being on the receiving end of that one from Super Duper Bam, just tucking it right underneath the crossbar. Opportunity there from Frank will be high. Fjord trying to put it back in, but it'll be wide and saved away by Pythagoras. Instigant first of that one off the side wall and then banged away by Mr. Numbers. A misplay from Fjord there is going to give an opportunity for the Toucans again. High off the backboard. Frank can't get it. Pythagoras' shot is wide. Mr. Numbers tries to bend it back in, but it'll be 50'd away by Fjord. An opportunity here for Fjord off the crossbar. Instigant is there. It wasn't a missed shot. It was a pass. Fjord passing it to the Instigant. 2 goals for him and now a 2-goal lead for the Toucans.
Fjord's pass clearly duping up Super Duper and Pyth at the same time, and they cut the lead to half.
Doing a great job there. Even if the first shot doesn't go in, teammates are there to back you up and to jam those dirty goals in behind the defense. An opportunity for Fjord here, and just like that, a 1-goal game now. Polar Ice charging back.
Polar Ice clearly taking advice to heart now, getting 2 goals in a very, very short amount of time, and it's only a 1-goal game now with plenty of time left. Anything can happen here.
Nice little doink play from Fjord there, being dealt off the sidewall by his teammate. The Toucans maybe shaking in their boots a little bit. This is looking like the Polar Ice that we saw in games 2 and 3. Super Duper Bam trying to bend this one in. He'll find it, and an answer for the Toucans not going out easily. 5-3 now in favor of the Toucans.
Polar Ice getting caught once again a little out of position. Fjord almost making the save as the Toucans add another one to their lead and forcing the Polar Ice to fight back even more now.
Just like the bounce shot gets them every time, sometimes the bounce pass will do the same thing. Bounce pass to the middle there, beating the defense. Another opportunity, but it'll be all the way cleared away by Fjord off the backboard. Super Duper Bam had to stretch to get back for that one. Has the clear to the sidewall. Frank with the catch, trying to dice up the defense. He has one, but Pythagoras stands tall in goal. Instigant bends this one. Middle Fjord is there. Shot is wide. Mr. Numbers taking his time, trying to get the boost and the ball, not give it away. Nice 50 over to the side. Bumped by Fjord. An unfortunate bounce there is going to send this one back towards the orange net. Boost steal from Mr. Numbers. They'll slow that one down. Super Duper Bam not quite ready for it, so he didn't have time to charge on it. The Instigant will take it the other way. Mr. Numbers forcing the early challenge. Pythagoras smartly reading the fake attempt from Fjord there, taking that one away as well. Frank trying to get it center. Fjord is there. Nobody has the shot. Whifty. Instigant shot is off frame. His follow-up will find the back. He splits the defense, and the Polarizer back within 1.
All 3 Toucans were at the goal line, and still the Instigate makes it go in, putting them down by 1 yet again with still a minute left to go.
Looking like they were trying to squeeze. They were expecting a little bit more of a heavy shot towards the front end, and the double commit to the front, and then the last man just not able to get to it close enough means that the Polarized bring themselves back within 1. Frank leaving that one there off the wall. Mr. Numbers is going to put it back in. Double commit there from Pythagoras, and Mr. Numbers is going to leave Super Duper Bam to do all of the lifting. Missed by the Instigants, going to make that one sting a little bit less. But here's Frank, Mr. Numbers taking that one away early. 40 seconds left now on the clock. Fjord bumped off that one by Mr. Numbers, but the Instigants there to back him up. But Super Duper Bam's keeping this one in, trying to get one more touch. He won't have it. Dropping all the way down. Frank is going to take this one over to the sidewall. Bouncing, unfortunately, but Fjord is on top of it. Pythagoras putting that one in space. A nice play there. A good 50 as well, and he's still with it. Looking for one more touch middle. Finding Mr. Numbers. The redirect. What a shot from Mr. Numbers. Pythagoras and Mr. Numbers. The connection is there. 4 goals for him, and another 2-goal lead for the Toucans.
Beautiful pass, beautiful play. Instigate caught just a little bit out of position, and Numbers makes a beautiful touch to put his team up by 2 with only seconds remaining.
Great stuff from the offense of the Toucans. We've definitely seen a lot better play out of them here in game number 4. Huge 50 there from the offense. Another 50 attempt from Super Duper Bam. You can tell that he's feeling himself right now on the aggressive side. One more opportunity here, and it's going to bounce. The Toucans will take game number 4 and split the series 2-2.